Spring is in the air. We're finally out of hibernation. Let in the light and enjoy these longer, sunnier days.
Hello, and welcome to the Quinty Queens of Real Estate podcast, hosted by Mandy and Elyse from the Royle Group at Century 21 Lanthorn and Associates Real Estate Brokerage here in Belleville, Ontario.
Hi, Elyse.
Hi, Mandy.
Question. Have you ever seen that post on Facebook that tells you the Ontario timeline of weather? So it's like winter, deep freeze, fall, spring, back to winter, spring, depths of hell.
Yeah, depths of hell. Yeah, yes, I have.
Pretty accurate.
It is.
Well, I think fingers crossed, and don't send me any mean messages if I'm wrong, but I think we're actually in spring.
It would be nice if we were.
Right? Which means spring cleaning. So, Elyse, what is your favorite spring cleaning tip?
The 15-minute time buster. So that's what I like to call it. There's probably a better name for it, but what you do is you set a timer or you put on a playlist, your favorite playlist, and you make some of your favorite songs, you jam out, so you can get like headphones that kind of go around, and you dance and clean, okay? So it makes it way more fun, and actually, if you just dedicate a small increment to it, you end up cleaning more than you thought you would.
Right.
So I like to dance and clean. I get in the mood and just party it out and get everything done.
I like that. I will have to give that one a try. It is safe to say that I love spring cleaning. I love cleaning all the time, but there's something fresh about the air. It just makes you feel good to go through that whole process. So I do a thing called burping your house. So it's an actual term. I'm not crazy. So you open all of the windows and doors and the fresh air comes through and, pulls out that stale air.
I don't know if burping
is called burping your house.
I don't know.
We shall Google it. We'll talk about that. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we're getting more sunlight. We have fresh air. There's happiness lifting our spirits. Yeah. So now it's time to dig through those cupboards, dust off those shelves, and clean all the winter blues away. If you're planning to sell your home in the upcoming months, we do have a few more specific tips for you.
Yes, for sure. So, other than your typical cleaning, really get down and dirty on the baseboards throughout your whole house. Touch up paint. Get those windows sparkling. Dust the fan blades and those blinds. Something I definitely always forget about. Blinds to me, it's just so tedious.
The top of paintings. Like, I can't tell you the last time I dusted the top of that painting.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's true. And always make sure your furnace filters have been changed. Double check your eaves troughs and walk around your house to make sure it all looks good. And I would highly recommend looking at your roofs as well, because we have had some crazy windstorms this year, and I am one person who has lost several shingles off their roof.
I totally agree with you. It's the small but important things that can make a huge difference when it comes to the appearance of your home, especially, as we've discussed before, decluttering. So, Mandy, I know you've been on a decluttering journey. How is that going? Is there any tips that you can share with us?
Yeah, I have. It's been going really well. It is definitely a process. The biggest tip that I've learned out of it is you have to say, if you say, I will use this one day, and then you put it back in your closet or on a shelf, you won't. You won't actually use it, because you can probably remember the time that you took it out 6 months ago.
But I disagree to an extent, because there's many times I went through a decluttering journey myself, and there are many things, like mostly clothes in particular, where it's like, I wish I still had that.
Yes, so she does talk about this in the book.
So there are some things I regret getting rid of.
There are. So when it comes to clothes, because clothes are like who you are. So she did a journey where she had 7 things, and those 7 things made 7 different outfits. Okay. And she was so unhappy because that wasn't her thing, right? So for clothes, sure, you can do the hanger trick and turn the hangers around once you wear it.
Right.
Whatever. But talking about those, very weird things that you have that you just think you're going to use, like those late night Amazon buys that you will never ever incorporate into your life.
Yes, okay.
I have a couple of them. Yeah. And just take it one step at a time, because for me personally, going through each room, it takes forever, and you don't realize the amount of stuff you actually accumulate. And I wouldn't consider myself a stuff person, and we have so much.
It's so easy to especially when you have kids. They have so much stuff.
So
and
much
it's
stuff.
so hard to get rid of. Like my daughter loves everything. As soon as you point it out, she's like, no, I don't want to get rid of that. So it's also a matter of teaching them, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
For a whole other episode, we can talk about that.
So thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to us by email at theroyalgroup@century21.ca or find us on all social media platforms at The Royle Group.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.